Aloha from Hawaii. Ali from Palau. Ula, Fiji. Osu, New Caledonia. Makare, Mariana Islands. Aloha, Vanuatu. Olaketa, Solomon Islands. Olaketa, Papua New Guinea. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Yorana from Tahiti. Kiora from New Zealand. Yorana, Cook Islands. Olaketa, Kingdom of Tonga. Maloni, Tokelau, and Aloha from Tuvalu and Samoa. Well, it is great to be back with everybody again. And again, thank you for joining us. This is the School Talk Story with Dr. T Ukulele Dad show. But I'm him, Dr. T, also known as Ukulele Dad. And let me just post a few things up here in the chat for you. This show is brought to you by the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPINE. That's NPIEN. So we'll be learning a little bit more about NPINE here in a minute. Yeah, take a look at that. I think it should be npine.com. Oops. And for our show today, please visit this page here. This will give you the page for the music and also the chord charts for our ukulele class coming up. So take a look at that. And then finally, later on, we're going to do our Aloha music and mindfulness portion, or self-care talanoa, we also call it, self-care talk story. So you'll need to take a look at some of these numbers here I'm going to post up here. But we have the Cal Hope live chat, also the telephone number, Pacific Islander Wellness number, and then we have the lifeline. So I will share with you what the lifeline means in a minute. But everybody, this is the flag of the Solomon Islands. And let me pull up another thing here. Yeah, this is what the beautiful Solomon Islands look like. Very nice. And then this is their map. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map right now. So I'm going to duck out of here so you can see the map. But the Solomon Islands is part of Melanesia, and it consists of 6 major islands and 1,000 smaller islands. Australia is located to the southwest, Vanuatu and New Caledonia to the southeast, Fiji and Tuvalu are to the east, and then the Federated States of Micronesia are to the north. And the capital, the largest city, is called Honiara, and the largest island is the Guadalcanal. And it is 29,896 square miles. And it is an independent monarchy in the Solomon Islands. It has what they call a governor general. And 95.3% of the population are Melanesians, 3.1% are Polynesians, and 1.2% are Micronesians. And then there are others, Europeans, and also Chinese live here. So they speak English sometimes over there. They speak the Solomon Pidgin. And then this is the most amazing thing, everybody. They speak 74 indigenous languages. That is amazing, everybody. So I want all of you to learn all those. But again, that is the Solomon Islands, everybody. Thank you for learning more about that. But this is an important time of the program because I've got a couple of announcements here. So try not to leave us because I know some of you don't like announcements, but I have to do this because this is for our sponsors. And then when we're done, we will go to our ukulele class. So start looking for your instrument, okay? And then up here in the chat. That's where you can find the music. So take a look. All right, everybody, here we go. I am now going to share with you the Enpine Facebook page. All right. I'm sure all of you have memorized it, I'm sure. But let me see what we have here. All right, let me get this ready. And let us do it, everybody. Here we go. So again, this is Enpine's Facebook page. So here's a nice report. We had the Alondra Park Ho'olaule'a, a fantastic Hawaiian festival. Yeah, here's some pictures of our friends here. There's Joy, Uvai, and also Lisa. Aloha and bula to you too. But yeah, this is the Enpine table there. So we again appreciate all of you being there and supporting us at the Ho'olaule'a. What a great opportunity. Also, we have up here, it's the National Safe Schools Conference. Yep, it was good to again be with Dr. Charlene, and as well aloha to you, as well as Lisa Bula to you. But we had the opportunity to again teach the ukulele to the people, share some music, the National Safe Schools Conference in Anaheim. So very nice opportunity we had there. And yeah, there's still some time to submit the Pacifica Mental Health Conference. They're looking for presentations by students. So please take a look at that. Yeah, very important, everybody. Yeah, there's our program that you can find on Mondays at 11:15. Finally, I wanted to share the California Credit Union is having a school supply drive. If you'll click here, you can find a branch in your local area. But thank you to Enpine members because we were able to fill up the bin so far. But please take your school supplies to the California Credit Union near you. It ends tomorrow, everybody. Some of you keep forgetting. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for that one. I'm now going to take you to the Enpine website for a couple more announcements, so try not to disappear. All right, but yeah, there's our slideshow. You can see all the things that we've been doing there. A lot of stuff. So we have not been announcing too much the miniature golf tournament because the registration is closed, but some of you haven't paid yet. So don't forget to pay up, everybody. Some of you keep forgetting to tell us if you're coming or not. So again, got to have a minimum of 50 miniature golfers in order to have the tournament. And we have some fantastic prizes out there. I mean, let me see. I can share some of the sponsors with you. These are the prize sponsors. We've got Raising Cane's, Hoff's Hut, Lucille's Barbecue, the Queen Mary, Seas Candy. Wow. So again, children, students, you can win all those awards. But right now, the registration is quote closed, but let us know if you're interested because every now and then we have somebody that can't make it. Okay. All right. Now, let me share with you this. This is the 25th annual education conference will be at the Odyssey STEM Academy in Lakewood. So make sure you sign up. Here is the agenda. So just click on here to this Eventbrite registration link. We have some that have signed up already. I think about 40 people signed up. Good job. Now for our sponsors and also those that want to be in our Career College and Resource Fair, please click here. And the good news, we have the 25th annual t-shirt and other conference merch. So let me show you what that looks like. Hey, hey. So there's the t-shirt. Yeah, it looks nice. If you don't like the black, then you can get other colors as well. Okay, so yeah, here we got red, pink, Yeah, there you go. A lot of nice color. Here's a nice one here. Woohoo! Looks nice. And then we've got some merch down here, everybody. We got stickers, tank tops, socks, bags, shorts. Yeah, give me a running short. Hats, kids' t-shirts, and mugs. Woohoo! Let me see what those shorts look like. Yeah, only one color. Sorry, everybody. But anyway, everybody, again, take an opportunity to look at the Enpine website, and you'll learn a lot more. Let me see if there's anything else. So here's another final one. Yeah, we finally got this up on the website, but congratulations to Morris High School, the San Diego chapter, for the people of the Pacific Conference. So, yep, there's all the young people there. This was a nice article written by Miss Marla. Thank you, Marla. Yep. That look great, everybody. All right. Well, I think that's enough for our announcements, everybody, because I know some of you will try to leave if we continue to do that. But don't leave, everybody, because it is now time for ukulele class. Yeah, I did notice some of you did leave during the announcements. Not good, everybody. Okay, so here we go, everybody. And I'm going to move the beautiful Solomon Islands here for a few minutes so that you can see me a little better. Because it is time for ukulele class, everybody. I hope you've got your instrument. So we're going to review coconut a little bit. I think we've done that for 3 weeks now, so you should have it memorized. But let me review a little bit on the coconut song. And then today we're also going to learn the baritone ukulele. Okay. So here we go. All right, everybody. So remember last time we reviewed the F and the C7 chord. So again, remember here is F, first finger string 4, fret 1. So again, I'm sorry, that's the C7 chord. So C7 sounds like this. Then if you remember the F chord, first finger string 3, and second is on string 1. Okay. All right, so there's the F chord. Okay. So first on 3, second on 1. So hopefully you got this down because we've done it for 3 weeks now. Right. First string 3, second string 1. So remember the song goes like this. F, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. So like I said, the bad news, that is the whole song until we get to the last line, which is the F, 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 F. That is the ending, F, F, F. Do it again, F, F, F. One more time, F, F, F. All right. The other thing we learned last week was what we call the fancy strum. So we do the fancy strum only when we do coconut. Okay, so the fancy strum like it goes like this. Here we're on F, we're on C7. So F, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's F, then C7. 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then F, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then C7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little fancy. If you don't want to do this, then just forget it. Just go F, 2, 3, 4, C7, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3. Or you can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, keep working on that. And now I'm going to introduce the baritone chords to you baritone players out there. Those of you that are playing the soprano here, if you don't want to do the baritone, that's okay. Just keep working on F and C7. But let's take a look at F and C7 for the baritone. All right, well, it is a little harder here. Okay, so again, here's our baritone. It's a lot bigger, huh? So let's check our tune. D, G, B, E. So D, G, B, E. Yeah, that's a lot different than my dog has flea. Okay, so D, G, G, B, and E. So the first chord for the baritone for this song is the F. If you think about this, it is exactly the same as a B flat on the soprano, but again, you got first finger string 3, second string 4, third is on string 2, and fourth is on string 1. Okay, so a little harder, everybody. So again, first finger string 3, second string 4, third string 2, fourth is on string 1. That's the F. Good. And then the C7, unfortunately, is also a little harder than the soprano. Okay. So again, the C7 looks like this. First finger string 3, second is on string 1, and third is on string 2. So again, first is on string 3, second string 1, third is on string 2. So basically, you are doing F and C7. All right. So again, the F is C7 and F, C7. So let's play through the whole song. Again, play the soprano, or you can play the baritone if you like, but whatever works for you, okay? So again, start on F, 5, 6, here we go. F, 2, 3, 4, C7, F, C7, keep going. Coconut, 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 coconut. We say every morning when I wake up, my coconut. Every evening before I sleep, I drink my coconut. Here we go. Coconut, 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 coconut. He say, my mama, she cooks rice with the coconut. My auntie, she cooks taro with the coconut. Coconut, 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 coconut. He say, coconut, 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 low down. Coconut, 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 coconut. All right, how'd you do, everybody? Again, that was a little harder on the baritone, but hopefully you're able to play it there on the soprano. But keep working on these two instruments because they are fantastic, everybody. All right, but yeah, that was a little harder playing the baritone because the chords were a little harder. Yeah, even my fingers were getting tired. All right, everybody. Well, good. What we are going to do now, this is the next part of our program. And let me see. Let me see here. Let me get out. I'm going to pull up the beautiful picture of the Solomons here. Yeah, because you will need this. So let me share the following with you, everybody. And this is a good time to, again, breathe in nice and deep to the stomach. And then stretch out, everybody. So get nice and stretched. And then breathe in nice and deep to the stomach. Yeah, sorry, I disappear in the picture there. But here we go. I'm going to share the following. This is called the Golden Agers. And then after that, I'm going to share with you a Golden Ager song. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, here we go. The Golden Ager song. So everybody, it says gray hair is a crown of splendor. Yeah, I got quite a bit of gray there. But older people can provide wisdom and advice from a lifetime of experience. Yeah, we've been on the earth a while. They have endured things that the following generations will never witness. They bring history alive with the stories of their past. We have much to learn and appreciate about our elders. So ask yourself the following, everybody. Imagine the world without anyone over the age of 65. What would you miss the most? Yeah, it'd be a lot different. But take some time to call or visit a senior citizen out there, because sometimes they live alone and it's kind of lonely for them. But you have to take some time to visit with them and check in. And I know you will make a big difference in their life. All right. Well, everybody, I'm going to move the Solomon Islands here for now because it's a little harder to see me sometimes. Today's song, this is Sabrina's favorite. But this song is definitely a Golden Agers. It was written by John Mercier, Henry Mancini. It's been sung by several. Andy Williams sang this song, but it was also sung by the fabulous actress Audrey Hepburn, who was also a great singer too. And this was sung in the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. The song talks about the huckleberry. The huckleberry grows along the river. And again, the river represents the future, the past, living for the present. Yeah, very interesting. And it refers to a river which is in Georgia. Uh, Again, Johnny Mercier, he lived in Georgia, so it's referring to a river in those days. And again, the huckleberry is a very nice berry, but it represents for us peace. Okay. So here we go, everybody. 5, 6, and. Wider than above, across the star someday. Maker, breaker, breaker, you're going, I'm going your way to difference off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. Yeah, the sea, Moses, wait right there, my huckleberry friend. Off to see the world, such a lot of world to see. The sea, wait, Moses, wait round there, my huckleberry friend. There after the sea was there, Queensland there, my huckleberry friend, and me. All right, everybody. Again, that is from Moon River, Audrey Hepburn. Wow, that's fantastic. All right, everybody. We've got another song coming up for you, but I want to share a couple thoughts with you before we do our next song. But it's time to put on our important chart here. So this is what we call the stress level chart. Let me see if I can pull it up here on the screen for you too. All right. Hey. So again, take a look at our chart, everybody. But and this talks about our stress levels. So we want to try our very best to be in the, let's see here, I got to move this down a little bit. All right. So again, we got to do our best to be in the green level or the yellow level, because if you're moving into the orange level, not good, and the red level, you definitely need some support there, everybody. So and take a look at that. Let me see here. So today's thought is the following, everybody. Yeah, we've been talking about thinking patterns. So the next topic relates to thinking patterns. So these are often what we call inaccurate thinking patterns. So here we go. One of them is all or nothing. That means all good or all bad and always or never. Yeah, so that's not a good thinking pattern there. Next is mislabeling. Sometimes we mislabel things too broadly. We make inaccurate statements, or we say not good enough. Uh-oh. Also, we have what we call jumping to conclusions, interpreting thoughts or assuming the worst. That's not good. Next is personalizing, blaming ourselves or someone else. And yeah, there are many factors involved, so you can't do that. And then finally, overgeneralization. One experience, and then we think it applies to all experiences. Well, again, be careful out there, everybody, because when we do these things, yeah, it's just, we get into a lot of trouble there. So be careful. All right, everybody. Now, I'm going to play our next song for you, and then we're going to come back and finish up with a couple more thoughts. And let's see what our next song is. Oh, the Hukilau. Yeah, this is a good one. So let me tell you what the Hukilau is about, everybody. So the Hukilau, this takes place on the north shore of the island of Oahu in Hawaii. And it talks about Laie Bay. That's one of the bays up there on the north shore. The north shore is very famous for, yes, surfing. Some of the biggest waves in the world are there on the north shore. It is pretty amazing. But this song talks about the Hukilau, which also means a beach gathering or a festival. Huki means to pull, and Lao refers to the leaves. Okay. So basically, what's happening, you have in your net some leaves. These are the, it could be the banana leaves, could be the taro, whatever leaf you decide to pull. Again, you put these leaves in the middle of the net and then you pull them. Yep, aloha to you, our friends. Thanks for coming. But again, you pull in the leaves, and then the fish are attracted to the net and then they try to eat the leaves. So cow means to eat. The ama refers to the common mullet fish. So again, that is what they call the hukilau. This is when all the native Hawaiians got together, they threw their nets into the ocean and they pulled them in together. Yeah, now I'm getting hungry. But yeah, thank you for joining us, friend. Appreciate it. But there's one more part of this story. This story talks about Hamana Kalili. Hamana Kalili was from the north shore of Oahu, and he would also greet the tourists like this. He'd say, Aloha, how's it, and shaka. So they say, what does shaka mean when you go like that? Well, the reason he went like that is because he hurt these fingers. So he had to keep them down. But shaka again means aloha, good to see ya, how you doing? And aloha is now the state symbol of the island of Hawaii. It took them over 40 years, but they finally adopted it. All right, but everybody, this is the Hukilau song. Here we go. 5, 6, here we go. Oh, we're going to the Hukilau. Hooky, 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 loud. Everybody loves the Hukilau. Where the loud is the counter at the Hukilau. Oh, we'll join it right into the sea. On the I'm not going to swim into it. Hooky, 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 loud. What a beautiful day. That old Hawaiian way. Now that's some swishing down in old Bay. Everybody touch the cookie line. Oh, hornets, everybody see. Oh, young, I'm swimming to me. All right, everybody, the Hukila and Shaka, all of you. Well, friends, let me share one more thought, and then we're going to do our final Aloha song. So this is from our 50 Ways to Take a Break chart. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Christine had some of these at the Safe Schools Conference. But let me see. Today we're going to talk about two things. One has to do with the topic of flowers. So the suggestion is to buy someone some flowers. Yeah, imagine that. And then second is to find a relaxing scent. Yeah, you got a nice scent you like, it kind of, okay. So again, those are some ways to take a break from our chart. Well, let me see. The last thing I wanted to share with you related to school talk. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, just take some time today to take a look at the NPine website. Again, it's npien.com. But as far as some resources for all of you, go here under resources and click on there. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can find. They've got information there on college scholarships. These are all the different individuals that offer scholarships that you can review. You'll find information on the NPine Awards. It's too late to apply right now, but for next year, you can look there. There's teacher resources. Yeah. Organizations, research, legislation. What else? We've got counselor resources. Hey, that's a good idea. And then school attendance. We got a good group here, the school attendance review team. School safety. You can learn more about the Safe Schools Conference. Yeah. Well, we probably need to update that because that says the 13th. Okay. Statements on hate. Yeah, that's pretty scary, huh? And we've got movies, NHPI movies. Nice. There's Dr. Lonnie's movie. And then finally, this is our role model list. So take a look at that. A lot of people you can learn from. Well, everybody, that's enough on that. And let's do our final Aloha song before we conclude. But we'll be back here next week at the same time. Good to talk about the Solomon Islands. There's their flag. And again, we are grateful to share all the different islands of the Pacific with you. So on the Solomon Islands, to say goodbye, they say Lukimiu, Lukimiu. Yeah, not like Hawaii, they say Aloha. Okay, but Lukimiu to all of you, everybody. Here we go. 5, 6, here we go. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios, Mariana Islands. Aloha, Kingamokonga. Aera, Cook Islands. Goodbye, Papua New Guinea. Haerera, New Zealand, Aotearoa. Yahweh from the Marshall Islands. Lukimiu, Solomon Islands. Meiku, Palau. Mothe, Fiji. Nana, Tahiti. Tata, New Caledonia and Vanuatu. And Tofa, Tokelau, Tuvalu, and Samoa. Again, it's good to be with all of you and take some aloha to the world. We need some. Take care.